Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And all of you that are new, welcome. From the Daily Mail. I'm a little pissed. I'm a lot pissed. FBI offered a British spy, Christopher Steele, $1 million in cash. To prove his dirty dossier allegations that Trump was colluding with Russia to win the election. But he couldn't. Top bureau analyst tells federal court this is a separate trial. For some people that lied to the FBI, imagine that. Right now, I don't want to call for the dismantling of the FBI, frankly. But, enough's enough. How much dirty stuff is really going on? We're looking at how they're going after political enemies, the Democrats, and President Biden. The man that has, I think he had like 7 kids, and the FBI raided his house because he got in an altercation in front of an abortion clinic over a year ago, and even the local authorities wouldn't charge him anything because nothing really happened. And now they want to put this guy in prison for 11 years. People that are still sitting in jail for pretrial in the January 6th riot, and on and on and on. How many Trump people have been subpoenaed by the FBI? And what we'll do is they won't get these guys on anything. They'll get them on the process crimes. In other words, you told us 2 months ago, June 6th at 12 p.m., you were eating lunch with Pete. Well, come to find out, you're eating lunch with Pete at 1 o'clock. You lied. So now it's just the way it is. And they ruin them financially because it costs a fortune to represent yourself legally with lawyers. This is third world country stuff. I hope and I pray. Now, there's been a couple FBI agents that have come out, whistleblowers, that have been fired, which is totally against, I can't even tell you how many slews of federal laws, yet nobody's being prosecuted. And it'll take these agents years to sue in court. I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know how dirty it is and how much cancer is eaten into the system. I know it's deep, but it seems like every single week, every single month, we find out more and more and more. I have to assume, maybe it's my bias towards law enforcement, because I get along great with law enforcement. I ran in several elections up here in upstate New York for local elections, and I've always been endorsed by the local police. Every time. I have great respect for law enforcement. I love to think that the vast majority of FBI agents, when I say vast majority, I mean over 50%, still believe in the oath they took to the Constitution of the United States. And these clowns that are going after people that protested abortion clinics and other things, and parents at school board meetings are being raided with automatic weapons, flash bombs. It's incredible. This is what third world countries, this is what they do. I like to think that they're savable, but I'm beginning to wonder. FBI supervisory analyst Brian Auten testified before that the Bureau made the offer in 2016 before Trump was elected during a meeting in the United Kingdom, but didn't hand over the money because Steele couldn't back up the evidence. They knew it was BS. At the time, agents were looking to verify claims the Kremlin had compromising videos showing Trump engaged in sexual activity in a Moscow hotel, and the allegation he was in contact with Russian officials before the general election. It didn't exist, but they wanted it to. And then to make it even worse after it was all debunked or they had no evidence, they put it out there, they leaked it out as if it was true. There was also salacious claims Steele was commissioned by Democrats during the 2016 presidential campaign. The claims in the dossier have since been debunked. Even Adam Schiff, Pencil Neck Schiff, even said, well, we had no reason to believe that the things that were said weren't true. Of course you did. Steele penned a 35-page document which alleged that the Kremlin colluded with the Trump presidential campaign. It's just amazing to me. And then they spied. They spied on a presidential candidate. Those of you out there that hate Donald Trump, think about what that means. Think about what that means. It means this republic is over. If this isn't stopped, the republic is finished. Are you willing to burn down the whole house to get your way? Are you willing to trash it all? Unbelievable. Special Counsel John Durham was appointed by Trump as prosecuting the case in Alexandria, Virginia courtroom. This is about this guy here testified that information from the Steele dossier was used to support a surveillance warrant against the Trump campaign official Carter Page, even though the information could not be corroborated. Here's the thing. I don't have to go whatever the number is of federal law. You lie to a FISA court, which shouldn't exist to begin with, a secret court with unnamed people, all records sealed. That's authoritarian. That's Germany in the 1930s. That's the Soviet Union. That's third world country crap. The Patriot Act should never have been passed. I pray to God that the Republicans, if and when they take over, that they take the Patriot Act and throw it out. Just let it go. Revoke it in full and in total. Secret courts, sealed documents. Here's the thing. If you lie to a FISA court, it's against federal law. How many times have they proved so far that these FISA courts were lied to for surveillance warrants? How many that we know of that weren't true? And yet nobody seems to go to jail. It's amazing to me. Under questioning from Durham, Atum said the dossier was used to bolster their surveillance applications through the FBI. Couldn't corroborate its allegations. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but it's amazing to me. Prosecutors said Danchenko, a Russian analyst and researcher based in Virginia, fabricated one source and hid another source of information as the FBI rushed in weeks before the 2016 election to confirm information in the dossier. They accused him of lying to the FBI when he was questioned about the information he provided. They also pointed to an area of harm. The FBI relied in part of information in the dossier to obtain warrants for phone and email surveillance of former Trump foreign policy advisor Carter Page and the Trump campaign in general. I'll breeze through this. You can stop the video if you want to read the article. But this is huge, folks. Huge. And this piece of crap, why isn't he in jail? Christopher Steele. Why isn't he in jail? It's amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Is this ever going to stop? Is this going to be exposed, at least as much as it can be exposed in an imperfect world? And how many people are going to go to jail? I hope dozens, maybe even hundreds. The FBI needs to be purged. I hope and pray when the Republicans take over the House of Representatives this November, God willing, that they'll have hearings and they'll protect the whistleblowers, unlike the Democrats, who won't do it, obviously. FBI agents are being fired for whistleblowing. This whole thing is coming apart. And is going to take the Republic with them? Are the Democrats, if we can't have power, no one can? It's like in a divorce when you split up the assets and one side of it is so mad they just burn down the house. Well, if I can't have it, they can't have it either. This is what it comes down to. The Republic that's lasted for over 200 years. This is what it's come down to. This, I think, is the most dangerous spot besides the American Civil War that this republic has ever been in. It may even be worse than the Civil War, except for the death and carnage. Is this finally the end of the greatest republic that ever lived on the face of the earth? I pray not. I pray that the system holds. It may take a long time. It may be longer than we would like, and we don't have the patience for it. But I'm hoping and praying that this thing will be exposed and the ones that are guilty go to jail and things are done to improve the system. I hope and I pray that happens. If not, in my lifetime, I'll have seen my country, the greatest country in the world, die a death, a slow death during my lifetime. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.